Hi everyone, thanks for joining me on My Life on a Hill. My name is Tracy and that is my patreon.com/nailroom talk account. Today I'm doing a dupe après nail video, and right here I'm just prepping my nails. The video is basically a nail of Kobe and the Lakers Kobe and his daughter that sadly, so tragically died. It's broken all our emotions in our home, and I know with everybody else out there, and also respect and condolences to the Bryant family and all the other family that died and lost their lives. Oh my gosh, it's like I'm already dealing with the loss of my mother since 2016. Then the other day on December 30th, and the block over, a mom lost her life standing on the sidewalk. The neighbor pressed on the gas instead of the brakes, and she passed away. And then learned that my son had a project right before school let out with the son. And finally, when they went back to school, he gave his condolences, and he let my son know that he was the only one that approached him. And I told my son not to be disappointed in humans. It's just that kids are not taught nowadays how to deal with the effects of loss or anything negative. And sometimes people just want to be left alone. I'm not, every now and then I will talk the process of this nail, which is basically the après system, but I'm using orally builder gel to adhere the full cover nail, which is also just regular plastic nails. They're not gel nails, and just you'll see the process. I didn't do a dehydration with the liquid dehydration. I did it with the alcohol pad, and then I put on a young nail primer, and then I put a layer of orally builder gel on the nail, and then inside the nail I also didn't file it to roughen it up. I also did the dehydration with the alcohol. I saw someone do it with the acetone, but again, I don't keep my nails on for too long, so I don't do a full prep. But if you have to and you want to, make sure you do the full prep. And also, I just ordered the new après system by, I forgot the nail tech. I think he does like the Kardashians nails. He have a system on ApréNails.com. This is not a sponsored video at all. I wish it was. I wish I was getting paid. No, we're kidding. But I just ordered a system, so I will try that out on a rough client, to see how that works. I tried this system on a regular on my niece, and maybe a couple or 3 days after the thumb had popped off. But I do think there was a bubble in one of the underneath the nail, but the other stayed on for pretty long. But I still think the dupe doesn't stay on that long. But we'll try the original system and see. I'm gonna ask her to come again because she's pretty rough. She'll open a can with her nails. I'm like, you can't do that. But anyways, the polish that I'm using is orally for the colors and also the top coat, and I am doing the Laker theme colors to represent the loss of lives. Oh gosh, I mean, this, I checked on my family, I checked on my neighbors, because I know, my husband is like a serious Laker fan, and he watched a lot of sports, but everybody knows, just leave him alone when Lakers is on. And he loved Kobe as well, and we all do. I follow Vanessa, and I think I was following Kobe at one point on Instagram. I think I still am, I'm not sure, but I follow Vanessa and just see all the beautiful pictures that is always posted with their family. And what we have lacked today in society is fathers involved in their kids' lives, and to see this, that he was involved, Kobe was involved in his kid's life, it just makes it so much harder. And to know that, that Vanessa lost not only a husband but a daughter. I have two boys, And I cannot imagine, I don't even want to imagine anything bad happening to them, you know? And what this poor mom and wife is going through. I'm sorry for the glare right here. I didn't realize it. I'm like, oh, I have light. Oh, finally light came in, but didn't realize, oh, wait, it might affect the video. But anyways, you know, this is, to me, anything that happens in life, I try to stop and see, what is it saying to us? What is the universe in this situation? What is the universe saying to us? You know, to my family, how can I apply anything positive or negative in life to my life? And my husband and I are I think we're pretty decent parents. I think we're pretty decent husband and wives to each other. And you know, I pray every morning, I pray during the day, and I thank God every night that my family is happy and safe under a roof, and they're healthy. You know, those are things I see on a regular basis. But not only that, I try to live a decent life. I try to be a really good human being to people. And, you know, I'm the person that will walk down the street and say morning, and people look at me like, really, who are you? You know, so because of that, I'm kind of careful. Like, even when I'm at school dropping off my kids, you see kids. I remember when my boys were at elementary school, and sometimes I would watch the gate, and I would have to say morning to these kids, and they would look at you like whatever and walk in. You know, teach your kids to be, you know, be decent human being. But anyways, that's not the topic. The topic is, you know, me. I'm doing these nails because I had to represent. You know, and I also did it for, you know, for my husband. You know, it's he doesn't, of course, cry. He doesn't show his emotions. That's another thing. Supposedly men aren't supposed to do that. BS, you know. And I had literally sat next to him and I bawled. I bawled because, like I said, I'm still dealing with the death of my mother. I'm still trying to get over the freak accident of this neighbor, which I don't know. It was across the next block over. But I know their faces. And then to get to find out that the son, so they had an assembly at school the other day, and I saw him and to get an award. And I just looked at his face, and to me, he was looking at the audience for, just in my head, I'm imagining that he's looking for his mom, for someone of support. And now there's one parent left behind. I'm thinking maybe he was in the audience because I was all the way in the front. But just in case, I took pictures of him, and I took pictures of, because they put on the prompter what they're getting an award for. So I took a picture of that, and afterwards I went to him. He was literally, I'm like, God, if he walks off the stage in my direction, I'm going to give him condolences. But if he doesn't, I'm going to leave it alone. And he walked off in the other direction. But when I looked, he was sitting literally 3 rows behind me in my side of the seats. Anyways, this right here is a decal that I had bought. The other decals I made myself. It's a decal paper, and you have to spray with adhesive and leave it for 24 hours. It was kind of temperamental because I didn't let it sit for 24 hours because I wanted to wear these nails like this right after, and I didn't want to wait a day. And so, but I was very careful with it. And right here, I'm just doing a mold for the numbers, which is Kobe's number 8 and 24, and Gigi's number 2. And that's why I did the mold, because I can't draw, I can't write, and especially do it on my own hands. It's like, I'm surprised it came out this good, because I can't really do it on my non-dominant hand. But anyways, go back to the young man. I saw him right behind me, and right afterwards, when we were walking out, I jumped up and I went and I shook his hand and I told him, condolences to you and your family. I'm there. You know, I'm such and such mom. And they have each other in English class. I go, look, we're literally a block away. If you need to clear your mind, you're welcome to come by. And I have pictures. If you want the pictures, just, you know, hit up my son through social media and I'll have him send it to you. And the reason why I did that is because maybe his dad was in the audience, and maybe that, who am I to be having pictures? My dad have pictures. You know, maybe he's saying my dad took pictures. So I don't want to overstep. But so when I told my son that, you know, when he said, the young kid said, nobody else came up to me, I told my son, don't have don't lose faith in humans yet, because my son tends to lose faith in people, and it's sad because he's only 16 and he's realizing people can be such buttholes, you know. And I'm like, no, you shouldn't be dealing with this till you get older and find out what people really are. But he's kind of old, you know, like an old soul. He, you know, he's very mature for his age and everything. Real focused kid, real, you know, always, you know, perfectionist, trying to be a better human being. And I try to teach my son and my kids to be humble in life and to be kind to people. So he's a very, I love my boys. They're very, you know, I love the direction they're heading in, because you could tell kids anything to, I mean, you could tell kids all this stuff till, you know, till you're blue in the face, and they'll be like, okay, mom, peace out. Then they go on and still be who they are. But yeah, so anyways, I was already dealing with that, and then this happened, and then I just start bawling like crazy. And so I hear my 11-year-old talking to his friends through the air stuff that they play games together, and he's like, oh, mom, my friend has 24 for like a locker number or something like that. So they're trying to find ways how they're close to Kobe. And so I hear my son say, well, guess what, my birthday is on the 24th, Kobe's number, and then get to realize the 24th that he was born 2008. So he felt honored and privileged that he had two things in common with Kobe, with numbers, which was born on the 24th. 24 is the number, and 2008, and the other number is 8. So, you know, I know everybody's going through the same thing to try to relate to, you know, to Kobe and his daughter. And also, I don't want to not, and I know I already did at the beginning, but give condolences to other families that lost their loved ones. You know, it's just this is just hard. It's just hard to know three 13-year-old, I'm assuming they're all 13, so forgive me for that, but 3 young girls lost their lives. You know, parents gone and leaving other kids behind. I mean, every day I pray that these things, you know, any tragic things don't happen to my family, because I don't know what I would do if I lose anyone. I don't know. And God, be there for Vanessa and the kids right now, and the moms and the cousins and family and sisters and siblings. Be there for them right now, because this is hard. This is so hard. I don't care if you knew or followed sports. My sister don't follow sports. My sister always telling me how much she hates sports, and even she's crying. But anyways, guys, this is just something that I did, that I keep my nails afterwards. You know, I don't clip them off, and normally I don't do the full prep that they do pop off. I don't have to clip them off. And I wanted to share with you in remembrance of, you know, these 2 beautiful lives and everybody else that lost their lives. And just think what you can change about your life today to make sure that you're always there for your loved ones. You know, you have fathers out there that's not even being fathers to their kids, and the Kobe took off so he could be a father to his kids. You know, love one another, treat one another with respect, and don't forget to always be kind. Even if people believe you have your time, there's a time. God says you have a plan, and this is your time, or that time, whatever. I don't know what you believe in, but just say you believe in that. Live your life to the point where when you leave, that, you know, you are a good human being. That, you know, nobody want to hear that Kobe was a good human being right now, because they want Kobe back. But just say Kobe was a good human being. You know, look how he invested time in his family. That's very rare. Condolences to the family and everyone else that lost their lives. As a fan, we love you. My family loves you, and we are praying for you, for your strength, and for your daughters. God, I'm so sorry you guys are going through this. So sorry, Vanessa, that you're going through this. And of course, his parents and other family members, so sorry. I just don't know what else to say. I just don't know what else to say. Just remember, people, love each other. Days are not, we don't know what's next, what tomorrow brings. Love you guys. Bye-bye.